Hi guys, how's it going? Sonny here. I want to talk to you today about how I've mixed my new single using the UF8 and the UC1 by SSL. So I wanted to show you how I mixed my new single, Mr. Zawinul, a song that I've dedicated to Joe Zawinul, one of the absolute masters of music and keyboards in particular that I've seen quite a few times with Weather Report and also on his own numerous times. You've already been hearing the song. So you can see on the screen here, I've got all my drums, I've got the basses. John Bora played 2 bass lines all the way through. These are Johnny's drums here. I have 14 tracks of keyboards, and that's just the solo coming in. I split them up in different parts because they are at different volumes and so on. What I've done is, as you can see here on my VCAs, I'm all sent to solo. And then what else do we have? We've got these synths, which are actually vocal sounds, which I used behind. Then I've got pianos, strings, effects, string effects, and everything is placed into the stereo field just where I felt it was right. And with the keyboards, for the most part, headed straight up the middle. If there were doubled parts, I would separate them and pan them hard left and right. So everything in this mix is either center, left, or right. Once I've gotten all the sounds, string sounds, all the brass sounds, all my effects and all of that individually, I send them to VCAs, which allows me to then control each as a volume. On this particular song, I didn't use the VCAs to ride the volumes, got them set up where I wanted them, and I just left them as is. These things down here at the end. Master, drums, bass, guitar, solo, in this case it would be vocals otherwise, backup vocals, which in this case is also keyboards, but it's the sound of voices, piano, strings, and then brass.
The mighty Thames. I don't think you want to drink that water.
By pushing this button and holding it, it now allows this to be my transport down here. I'll start the song off. And I'll show you, here's my drums. So I want to solo the drums. So that's Johnny's drums. So these are all the programs that I've set the drum through. I've also got the drums going through a parallel and also a drum and bass parallel, which is right here. Now let's hear what it sounds like with the bass in. Okay, I'll put the guitar in now. And then I'll take you over to the pianos and add the piano in. So you can hear just the pianos there. And here you can hear the strings. Piano and strings. Here comes the brass. that's everything in. Apparently, 70% of you are not subscribed to the channel. Go on down below and subscribe. Hit the bell button, smash the stuff, you know what to do. Let's go to the keyboards. And these are just the keyboard parts that James Gelfand put on for me. Fantastic stuff. Here's the solo still. So it allows me to put anything that I want together. So if I want just drums and keyboard, I can do that. And that's adding the bass and guitar in. Now let's put all the keyboards in. And I'll take the piano, strings, and brass out. That's just the backup vocals that I did. Using the Gaelic voices from Labs from Spitfire Audio. And you can see that I've automated the expression. There are 50 tracks altogether, I think, in the song. But as you can see, a lot of these tracks are actually muted. So the ones that are full color like this here that you can see right here are actually playing, and the ones outside are muted. Instead of trying to fill things up, I filled them all up first and took them out as I was building the arrangement. I took anything out that was in the way of getting the keyboard solo to stand out and out in front. I run two different mix buses. My actual mix bus, which is here on my stereo out, got the SSL Fusion, which is just lightly giving some top end here. Then I've got the Gullfoss, which is just doing a tiny bit of recover and taming. Then I've got the Pro Q, where I've cut out a lot of the bottom end, and also I've got this running to tame this particular, there was a bit of a bump in this here, so I brought that out. And as you can see, that EQ is a dynamic EQ, so it just pulls out things when they're hitting too hard. I've got the God particle on it, which I'm using a small bit, 139, a tiny bit on the limiter as well. I use the BX Master Desk with no volume gain, an output trim of 1.2 decibels. So you can see it's not hitting it too hard there. It's really cool using Logic and the SSL UF8. All the EQs and so on were done using the UC1 right here. There's a native SSL channel strip in the first slot of every single one of the instruments on this recording, and that's how the UF8 and the UC1 are able to control everything within Logic from here. And that's basically how I mixed the song. I hope you really enjoy it. It's called Mr. Zawinul. It's on Apple Music. It's on Spotify. Wherever you can actually stream or buy music, you should be able to get it now. Thank you so much, guys. Much appreciated. We were out sick for a while there. There's crazy stuff going on here as usual. Hopefully I will be back to see you once again next week.